Right alongside the side of so many great games, Brock, the old Astrodome. We're hoping to see a great game played here inside of this venue. Opened back in 2002 and bearing the same name now that it did back then, Reliant Stadium here in Houston. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. Samaje Perine on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
First down from the 41. They'll run again with Brown. He's out in the clear. Has room down the left sideline. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action with Stroud. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Kyle Duggar hauling him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air, Stroud. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's dropped at the 14. Shamar Stewart. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. 4th down. Here comes Kai Kroger to punt. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Burrow to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
A gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go.
One play action here. Burrow. The left side, and Gesicki has it. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And that'll be 4 yards on that completion before he heads out. That means it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Near the goal line. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Burrow. Caught out wide. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Pirine will not score, and he's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. They said with that sack in mind, Brock, we all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Burrow setting to throw. To the end zone, and this is going to be brought in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. picking up where they left off in that season-opening win last week, Brock. Quickly out in front, and they're adding to it as they push to be one of the teams to start the season 2-0.
And when you get going like this, it really doesn't matter what call comes in that headset. Everybody in the huddle feels it, like they're not going to stop us on the other side, and really they haven't.
Texans nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They'll start this drive with Marks. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. At the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Houston.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That's up and through for the point after. And that cuts the lead to 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. This drive's going to start with an end around. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he gets home. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, a 67-yard play. Long run, burns some, but we're more used to seeing him making the big plays out wide, not on a running play like that.
You know, I've often wondered why more teams don't use guys the way you see Cordero Patterson and Deebo Samuel used, and then I remind myself, yeah, there's not a lot of those humans that walk the earth. The game-breaking ability as a receiver and a runner, no matter what spot you put him in, this guy's a game wrecker.
Texans 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. No to return this. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they give it to Marks. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And before we could see a snap, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The Bengals are out in front. More from Reliance Stadium coming right up. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Now it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And he gets home. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 3rd of the year. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Bengals 21, Texans 14. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Counter play, Brown. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. A 2nd down throw from Burrow. Hauled in left side. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down Bengals.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Gets everything he has under this one. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown,
Jamar
Cincinnati.
Chase, his 2nd of the game, doubling his season total.
Evan
McPherson at the point after.
extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
Bengals 28, Texans 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Noel to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Noel on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Stroud. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that'll bring up second down. Ooh, coming off a touchdown on their previous drive, you can almost feel the urgency up here, Brock. They want to add more.
Yeah, urgency and aggressiveness. Those are kind of the ingredients in the recipe for this offense, and certainly their success today.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Stroud. Right side cut by Higgins. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that is a Texans first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
All set to go now from the 35. Stroud escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Looking to throw, Stroud. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throwing is Stroud. Look at that power, deep left side. And another off his hands and incomplete. This time, Brock, the defender forced it out. That's going to bring up fourth down. Man, a little would have done the job, but they threw for a lot there, Brock. Just couldn't make that deep shot work.
Kate, if you look at just about any pass play known to mankind, there's something called an alert, right? Somebody that's going to clear something out for somebody else, and that was an alert, that was a shot, just didn't hit it.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So once again, Kai Kroger out for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. Complete out to the right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know that was exactly what the defense talked about on the sidelines, getting ready for that drive. Let's send a message from the jump, and let's hit them hard.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. Off the play fake, Burrow. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Third and short, it's Burrow. Makes the catch. He's got the first. He's still going. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. This connects with Higgins. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a first down. After plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More just ahead from Reliant Stadium. First down from the 42. Now Burrow. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Dude, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
You know, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
A good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third down, and the Texans loading up that secondary. They're in the dime.
Here we go.
Short yardage run here for Brown. They'll give him the first down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
On one, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, that's behind. Right, 80, 11, home.
From the red zone now. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase. A hat trick for him in this first half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Texans 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Noel to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. To the air, Stroud. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud now. Catch made by Woody Marks. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that gives the Texans a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Stroud throwing here on first. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Timeout comes in here. Still just a couple of seconds left in this half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
On the quick, right? South.
The final throw before the break. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. No to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jalen Noel on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that gives Houston the first down.
A gain of 15
Well, more
yards.
often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play.
First and
Get
10
that
at
big
the
play potential on the
37-yard
ground.
line.
Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. First down, Stroud. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. They found something that worked there. Nearly 30 yards on that play. And almost always, that's going to be good for a first.
27 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Stroud completes it quick. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Has it at the 7. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, let's go. 18.
From the red zone on first. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Throwing on 2nd. Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Washington. It's a foot race. The 30. Gets the 10. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati. McPherson at the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they continue piling onto this lead.
42, Texans 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. It's Marks on the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Now it's Stroud. Contact on the throw, and yeah, this one never had a chance. To the ground, it is incomplete. That sets up third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go.
First down throw by Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw, Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And he makes the house call. It's a pick six for Cincinnati. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. That's for an offense who just threw the interception. And they might back out there. You better flush it fast.
14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Noel to return this. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. From the gun, Marks gets it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 18. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. They go play action with Stroud. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. It's Dexter Lawrence. And that forces them back now into a 2nd and 15.
32-yard line.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Collins got it left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. Chased out to his right. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during the game week of preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play and put so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd down throw for Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Complete on the option. He's going to score. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown. Capping a 7-play scoring drive. An extra point is good by Fairbairn. And any point helps Brock, but the deficit's still at 28.
Texans 21. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Daniil Hunter. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Bengals football, Brock, and they have got to be happy about the lead that they have built so far. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Burrow setting the throw. Over the middle, taken in by Higgins. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 30 yards.
1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
A 1st down carry for Brown. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's dealt it just a yard.
He's brought down
Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
And the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Stop. Right, 80. Stop.
I'll pitch it out to Brown. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
11, Thomas. Right, 80. Stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. It's caught, Chase has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Brown on the inside give. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Brown again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Get set. Right, 80.
Running back motions right. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Right, 80. Right,
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Working inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
There's certain markers as a quarterback, as an offense efficiency-wise. You know if you hit, you're going to have a great chance to win. This lead is built in many ways on this guy's efficiency today. His completion percentage off the charts. That's just the 3rd incompletion all game.
Injury on the field after that play, and that looks like Chase Brown, who's getting some help from the medical staff.
Here we go. Stop. Right, 80. 11, Thomas. Stop.
3rd and long for him here. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. 40. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Pick 6. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. So they'll decline this and take the results.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. After the pick, here's Burrow again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
From the gun, Piron. And he's fight fluid enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Bengals moments away from a 2-0 start. The Texans are in the nickel, third down.
Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. Here's Hunter again. And that forces fourth down at 16. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. To the air, Stroud. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us, and when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Stroud off of play action. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So a rare win for them in coverage there, Brock. Haven't found a lot of success stopping the pass at all game, but they finally take one away there.
One of the rare opportunities today with this group, on a contested ball, they actually knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Stroud. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Dave, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we'll see you next time from Houston.